already this season, but yesterday he threw 2 interceptions, was sacked 5 times in a blowout loss at home to the Chargers. Shannon's Chargers. Take a listen to Baker on his rough performance.
I'm going to be very hard on myself, but we have to be able to look at this and learn from it. Have to be more prepared coming into, the next week. It doesn't matter what's happened. It doesn't matter the buzz. You have to do your job each week, or else that's just the nature of this game. It's so competitive in this league that if you don't do your job, that's what can happen. So I'll be the first to tell you I'm going to go to work and I'm going to get it fixed.
Okay, Shannon, I'm coming to you, but first, Baker, he's got to wear a suit. I'm over the sweatshirt look. That's just my take on this. But is he to blame for the loss?
Yeah, Bayless. I thought he was a careful gambler. Careful gambler.
Yeah.
You had Jenny over here.
Wait, can I talk now?
No, it's not your turn.
I thought you were asking me a question. I can answer it. I can tell you exactly what happened.
No. I said, Skip, I thought. Not Skip the response. Skip, I thought you said. You're like, you did that. And had Jenny over here co-signing it.
I have been.
He deserves a more than fair share of the blame. He did not play particularly well. Give the Chargers credit that they pressured him early, Skip, and they forced him into some erratic throws. They picked him twice. He didn't play well. He did not play well. The defense didn't play well. But Phillip Rivers, Phillip Rivers is a damn good football player. And I think he gets overshadowed because Brady's still doing what he did. And you have to understand, the quarterback draft that he came into, Skip, Big Ben has been to 3 Super Bowls, won 2. Eli's been to 2, won them both. And so he also replaced Drew Brees. We just talked about Drew Brees, the all-time leading passer. 2 guys that came in his draft class, got Super Bowls, and old Phillip, like, oh, man, Phillip. But nah, he's over 50,000 passing yards. He's over 300 touchdowns. He's a very good quarterback. And he has big receivers that make tough catches. Skip, you see, they went 89 yards in 2 plays on the exact same 2 plays. The guy was triple coverage. He jumps up over all 3 of them, takes the ball, and it's a touchdown. Melvin Gordon is running the football. You're going to let Melvin Gordon go for 132 and 3 touches. You're going to let Phillip Rivers, he didn't have to throw the ball a bunch, but if you're going to let him complete that high completion percentage, you're going to probably lose the game, especially if your quarterback turns it over and your defense is not playing. And that's, Skip, that's how Greg Williams' defense, sometimes it'll trap you. When it's playing really, really good, it can make a great quarterback look very, very average. But when it's playing bad and guys are out of position, you're like, is this the same defense that we saw last week? Is this the same defense that was all over the quarterback? No. Baker, I'm not putting all this blame on Baker, but, the quarterback gets a lot of the credit. So I think he should take a lion's share of the blame. But I just want to ask Hugh, you think they're going to come and jump on that bandwagon?
Who?
The fan. He ain't want no bandwagon. That bandwagon was full.
Maybe Hugh's off the bandwagon.
He better hope that at the end of the year, that bandwagon is a bicycle, a beach cruiser with a basket, and he got 3 fans up in it.
Maybe. My turn?
Yes, your turn.
Oh, God, now I get to talk about the truth of what happened yesterday.
Oh, what was the truth?
So, for perspective, I need to bring people back to a Sunday ago when against the Baltimore Ravens, who, by the way, went into Tennessee yesterday and just destroyed Marcus Mariota and now have by far the #1 defense points allowed in the NFL. It's like not even close.
Right.
The Baltimore Ravens do. Last week, Baker Mayfield against the Ravens threw for 342 and beat them 12-9 in overtime. And 2 of his favorite targets are Rashard Higgins, who was lost to a knee injury, and Derek Willis, who made the play of the game in overtime last week. And on Friday, he broke his collarbone in practice.
Diving for a ball?
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. But that's Rashard Higgins gone. Derek Willis gone. So all of a sudden, another rookie who had not been thrown a single pass all year named Damian Ratley had to elevate into the starting lineup, and it was pretty disastrous. But before I get to that, early in the game, 5 minutes left in the first quarter, Baker Mayfield took off on a 3rd down scramble run and almost got to the marker, and that marker was dropped because he was drawing a bead on it, and Baker Mayfield, as he ran out of bounds, stepped right on the marker and slipped. And it either hurt his ankle or his knee. Baker isn't one to disclose injuries because he had an injury in the national semifinal that he wouldn't talk about.
Oh, my
That was it.
Really?
That was it.
Yeah, for real?
For real.
You really to do that
I'm not sure
today?
you watched the game because he
I
was
watched it.
completely limited the rest of the game. He had no mobility in the pocket against one of the better pass rushers. And again, the Chargers are your pick to win the AFC.
Yeah.
Correct? So they're really
I'm
good.
looking good too, aren't I?
Okay, well, so far, I don't know. I think that team up in Foxborough is really good because it's got the best quarterback by far.
Well, the Chiefs might have to take care of them.
Okay, we'll see about that. But my point is that Baker just looked limited the whole day. And furthermore, while Phillip Rivers' receivers, as you astutely point out, won every 50-50 ball that he tossed up in the air, Baker's receivers didn't fight for a ball all day. And Damian Ratley, if we have this one play, that there's only 7-3 at this point, early in the second quarter, and they try to flea flicker. And Baker, I thought, threw a really good ball to Damian Ratley. And this is, you got to make a play for this. Catch it. You got to make a play. You got to make a play.
I think the sun got in his eyes.
Maybe the sun got in his eyes, but that's a really good
Well, get it, the sun out your eyes.
Okay, but that puts Cleveland ahead early in the second quarter. And then
So it would have tied the game.
no, was it? I
It was
thought
7-3 at this point.
I think it was 7-3 at that point. But whatever. The point is that he made several good throws in the first half. He made another one to Antonio Callaway in the back of the end zone. And I thought it was a really good throw, and it looked like